Alright guys, so today week 8 of the NFL starts and I think in just maybe an hour and a half the game starts. Thursday night football of the Rams versus the Vikings. Now honestly, I think the Vikings are going to win this because Justin Jefferson, Sam Darnold's been performing. Aaron Jones is a great running back. Their kicker's not even that bad also. So I don't know how to pronounce that last name. He's also good. Alrighty. Now that's just one of the many games of this week I'm going to be talking about. Alright, let's see. Okay, Packers, Jaguars. See the team. Players for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, he's a mid quarterback. Travis Etienne Jr., he's good. Brian Thomas Jr. is really good. Evan Ingram is a wonderful tight end. Like you can't see many tight ends that are that good. Alrighty. And on the Packers, there's a lot of good players. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Jaden Reed. There's a lot of good players on that team. So I think the Green Bay Packers are going to beat the Jaguars. Now, see, Arizona Cardinals at the Miami Dolphins. All right, Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., James Conner, three good players. Trey McBride, another good player. So some really good players in this team. I think they can win it. But looks like they are not. They are playing a pretty good team. Let me check who they're playing. The Dolphins. Oh, Dolphins with Tyreek Hill, Odell Beckham Jr., Devin Achane, Jalen Waddle. There's not some good players. Jalen Ramsey, really good players. I think close game, but I don't know who's gonna win it. I really don't. So I think Cardinals are gonna win it. Okay, Jets Patriots. I think the Jets are gonna win this one with Brees Hall, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. So Devontae Adams got traded from the Raiders to how he's on um the Jets, and then they have a great defense. They have Sauce Gardner, some really good players, and Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, and Devontae Adams are some of the best players you could find. So I think the Jets are going to beat the Patriots. All right, Ravens Browns. I feel the Ravens are going to win that because the Ravens have Lamar, a really good quarterback, Derrick Henry, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and Zay Flowers. Now, you can't really find better players. And then to add to that, they have Rashad Bateman and Marlon Humphrey. Okay. So I think that the Ravens are going to beat the Browns. Okay, Eagles Bengals. I think Eagles are going to win this one because they have Saquon Barkley, a great running back, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Dallas Goedert, I think. I think the Eagles are going to take this one, even though the Bengals have some good players like their quarterback Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Some great players on this team, except honestly, I think that the Eagles have a better team and that the Eagles can win instead of the Browns. The Eagles are better like that. Colts Texans. Now I think the Texans are going to win this with C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, Tank Dell, Cam Akers. Sadly, Nico Collins. If I can find him here, let me check. Okay, for some reason it's not showing his name on this, but sadly, Nico Collins is injured, and I don't think he's going to be playing a few games. But they have a really good offense, the Texans. So I think the Texans can do better because the Colts really they only have they only have a good quarterback and Joe Flacco starting and their great running back is injured right now and Michael Pittman Jr. isn't really doing that great, so it's not gonna end really well for them. I don't think so. And then let's see here. Titans Lions. Oh, I think the Lions are gonna take this one home because great quarterback. Now Jameson Williams is suspended. We don't need to talk about why, but Jared Goff, great quarterback. Jahmyr Gibbs, Aiden Hutchinson injured for the season, I think. David Montgomery, another running back. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, Tim Patrick, great players in this team. Jake Bates, great kicker. So I think that the Lions are going to beat the Titans. Falcons Bucks. Honestly, I think the Falcons are going to win this because the Buccaneers. Chris Godwin's probably injured for the rest of the season. Rachaad White and Bucky Irving, they're not that great. I don't know if Mike Evans is playing because he did get injured. I think he's questionable, but he did get injured in their previous game against the Ravens on Monday night. Yeah, he did get injured, so I don't know if he's playing. But on the Falcons, a healthy team, great team, and actually Kirk Cousins, a great running back, Bijan Robinson, and then they also have a good backup running back, which doesn't really matter, but Kirk Cousins, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts. Now, Young Wei Koo is also really good. So they have a good team in general. So I think the Falcons are going to be able to beat the Bucks. Now we have the Saints versus the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to win this one. Justin Herbert, J.K. Dobbins, and meanwhile, on the Saints, they only have Derek Carr, who's injured. Alvin Kamara is a good player. Olave, Rashid Shaheed. Yeah, they're all good, but they don't really perform. No offense, Alvin Kamara is the only one who really does something. So I think that the Chargers are going to beat them because honestly, the Chargers are better. Bills Seahawks. I think Bills all the day, all the way. My bad. Um, Josh Allen, James Cook, Khalil Shakir, um, Dalton Kincaid. So some really good players just in general, and I wouldn't really doubt them. Even though the Seahawks have a mid offense, not really a good defense, but they have a mid offense. They have they have a mid quarterback actually, but their offense is good. Their quarterback Geno Smith, he's okay, but they have DK Metcalf, Kenneth Walker, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith, Najibba. They're all really good, and I think that the Seahawks are good, but the Bills are better, and I think QB really is important, and the Bills have a better one of them. So the Bills will take that one. Bears Commanders. I honestly think the Bears are going to take it. No, sorry, the Commanders are going to win it. They have Caleb Williams is not that great. I think they can have a better quarterback than, but they do have some great players. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift. So I think they have a good offense. Also have a good defense, but their offense is good. Um, and on the Bears Commanders, and on the Commanders, there's a good quarterback, Jaden. Oopsie, what is this, bro? A good quarterback. Good quarterback, Jaden Daniels, but he is still questionable, and we don't know if he is going to be playing. So Marcus Mariota is probably going to start it, and there are some good players. Terry McLaurin, yeah, That's really it. Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler, that's Zach Ertz. That's really it. I don't think. Actually, this one might be a 50-50 because a lot of players are out, or their best player might not play. So Chiefs Raiders, Chiefs all the way. I think Chiefs are gonna win this one. They definitely have a better team. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Carson Steele, Juju Smith-Schuster, Harrison Butker, Chris Jones, Nicole Hardman Jr. Yeah, just a better team in general. Kareem Hunt, Rashee Rice is injured, but otherwise him too. Let's see that. Yeah, so the Raiders have a good defense, but Davante Adams left them, so I don't think they would be able to win. And their quarterback isn't as wonderful as he could be. Now, Panthers Broncos. So it looks like Broncos have been doing good in recent times. I think the Broncos are going to win because the Panthers, they only have their quarterback isn't that great. I think their quarterback is actually injured, if I'm not mistaken. And Deontay Johnson is questionable for the game. So, not really well-known players on that team, but let's check on the Broncos. They have a great defense. They have, and then Bo Nix, mid quarterback, Javonte Williams, a great running back. In Thursday night, he did great with 2 touchdowns. Let me show you that. Javonte Williams, 14 carries, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just great from him. Great performance from him. So I think the Broncos are going to beat the Panthers. Big margin, big margin. Now, 49ers Cowboys. I think the 49ers are going to win. Brock Purdy. Brandon Ayuk is injured. Deebo Samuel is going to play though. George Kittle, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Malik Mustafa, Jordan Mason, CMC, Christian McCaffrey is injured, but yeah, for now, I think that. Oh, Jawan Jennings is also there. All right, but who is on the Cowboys? That's good. Oh, a lot of people. There's a lot of people on the Cowboys. Their quarterback's mid. Dak Prescott, he's okay, but they have CeeDee Lamb, the best receiver in the NFL. So honestly, though, I think that that's the only good player. So that's why they're gonna get beat by the 49ers. Now, Giants Steelers, a good Monday night. Not gonna lie. With the players of the Giants, there's Daniel Jones. I mean, he's an okay quarterback. And then there's Devin Singletary. He's also an okay running back. But I'm not seeming to find Malik Neighbors up here. One sec, let me just search that up. Alright, for some reason he's not on this. I don't know why. But Malik Neighbors, he's on the Giants. A good wide receiver he is. So I think the Steelers are gonna win, but because they have a better defense, I think it's TJ Watt. I don't know if it's JJ Watt or TJ Watt. There's TJ Watt. There's some great players. Russell Wilson, I think, is gonna start it. There's George Pickens, Najee Harris. Yeah, TJ Watt is the main guy in this. The Steelers are gonna win it. All right, those are my opinions of this week's games. No teams are on bye week because weeks 8 and 13 for some reason are not having byes. Okay, now let's check out my fantasy picks of this week. And so I would start. These are some of the quarterbacks that I would start. So my first quarterback would definitely be Lamar Jackson. He can run. He can throw. He's also position ranked 1, so I would for sure start him. Now, I had told you quarterback is a deciding factor, and here's another good quarterback, Josh Allen. He's predicted to do really good. 24 points is predicted. So I would for sure definitely start Josh Allen. He's a really good quarterback, and yeah. Another person I would start if he was playing, if he would have been projected. Let's see, like 50 points or something. He was like projected 26 points, but we can't guarantee he's playing. So for now, I don't know, but I would want to start him if I was you. Now let's check out running back. Me personally, I would start with Bijan Robinson. He's just really good, position rank 6, but not like that matters. He's a really good player. Bijan. Saquon Barkley, also a really good player, position rank 3. He's averaging 22 points this season. He's been doing really good lately. Boomed 3 out of 6 times. That means he's done better than his average, which is 20.3 points at max. Alright, then we have Jahmyr Gibbs. 17. He hit 32 points last week when he was playing the. Let's check that. He's playing the Vikings. He hit 32 points. That's really good. It's not easy to do that if you're a running back. Now let's move on to wide receivers. Ja'Marr Chase. Oh, looks like he's position rank 1. Dang, that's good. Yeah, he's been performing good lately. 41.3 against Baltimore. That's great. Justin Jefferson. Oh, why would you not want to start him? Really, really good player. And he's been really consistent too. The least he's gotten is 15.2 points, which is really good. And we also have CeeDee Lamb, who is not injured, who is not on bye week this week. So he's position rank 16, but like he's still really good. So I would definitely start him. Even though he's not been looking that great in his playing, I would still start him because of how he does have the potential to do great. Next, there is Amon-Ra St. Brown, a really good player, and he has a QB, Jared Goff, who can just really good. And look, he's been consistent except for one game, so I would for sure start him. Alright, let's move over to tight ends. Me personally, I would start George Kittle. Looks like he's questionable. I think he's going to play, though. He's projected 15 points the next game. Definitely, I would start him. Look, he's been consistent. Except for the first week, he's been pretty consistent. Brock Bowers, another guy I would start. Definitely. Position rank 1. Now, he has been doing really good lately. Never mind. He's only been doing good like the past 3 weeks. But like still he's been doing good. Anyways, Trey McBride is my next guy. Now, obviously, you might not really know him, but position rank 5, he's been looking really consistent right now lately, except for that one game. I think he's been pretty consistent. He's played Miami, so I think he's been going to be pretty consistent. Okay, the X is okay. Now it's working. All right, now we have Travis Kelce. Oh, I don't even know, bro. I don't think I would not really start him, but yeah, I would not really start him. He's not been looking that great in recent times, so. Let's move over to defenses. I would start the Broncos defense. Look, position rank 1, 21 points last week. Now let's see. Ooh, they've been averaging around 12 points. That's really good. Let's see, how many touchdowns did they score? They scored 2 touchdowns the entire time. 28 sacks. Dang, that's good. That's really good. And then there's also the Vikings defense. Also been doing really good with a lot of touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, actually. And almost as good with 1 block. Wait, what? 24 sacks, almost 11 interceptions. So some really good D from these guys. Now, I would start the Steelers DST. I mean, they're not really like well known or anything, but they're they're just really good. Like look how consistent that is, except for that 1 point game. They've been looking really consistent. So yeah, I would start them. Okay, let's move on. But let's move on to kickers. See, ooh, a receiver I would start. Another one is AJ Brown. I know this is really off topic, but AJ Brown, a good receiver. He's injured for like 5 weeks, but he's been getting at least like 20 points every game. Okay, now let's see. Brandon Aubrey. I would start him as a kicker. He's position ranked 3 because he hasn't been kicking recently, but he has been getting at least 10 points a game, so I would for sure definitely start him. All right, Younghoe Koo, start him too. Hey, that rhymes. Bijan Robinson on his team. He scores a lot of touchdowns, so he'll get to kick a lot. He averages at 10 points, and he's only gotten really 2, 3 bad games, like 1 or 2 bad games. So otherwise, he's been missing field goals a lot lately for some reason, but he's a good kicker. I would take him if I was you. Now we have Clemmy Fairbairn. Apostrophes got me, bruh. He's been doing good except for that 1 0 point game. And maybe if you want that 1 6 point game, but he's boomed 4 out of 7. So that means he's been doing better than he should have 4 out of 7 times. So definitely I would start him. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Those are my picks for this week. Those are my opinions about the games. Now, if you have any other opinions, please comment below in the section. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week for my week 9 picks.